Happy Independence Day, Pageant to PhD followers. This is the Pageant Interview Queen, and I hope you're having a happy July 4th, or that you recently did have a happy July 4th. If you were searching for pageant interview question assistance, you've come to the right place. And in honor of July 4th, I think it's appropriate to help think about how the holidays can relate to pageant interviewing. In this case, if your pageant is anywhere near July 4th, you should be gently prepared for patriotic questions. And think about it. If you're going to be representing a certain state, or hopefully the United States, you should have some basic facts in mind about your state and about your country. So let's think through some examples. For instance, if somebody were to ask you, who's your favorite president? You should have one in mind. Think about what presidents come from your state. Think about what presidents perhaps have visited your state recently and made an impact on you. Think about what presidents have some sort of connection to whatever your platform is or your passion is. If your pageant requires a platform. You don't have to just make something up on the spot. Know a little bit about your state, know a little bit about yourself and your country, and think about who your favorite president is. I mean, it certainly would be embarrassing if you were a Miss Illinois and didn't know that Lincoln came from your state, but you don't have to pick Lincoln as your favorite president if you're Miss Illinois. But I'm just giving you that as an example. We should all have a favorite president. It's not a quiz show. Nobody's going to ask you to name all the presidents from start to finish, but it's worth all of us having thought through, who's our favorite president? You might want to even know who the recent senators are in your state, or key Congress people that have made history. Those are some simple facts that you can learn and appreciate about the state that you represent, or this great country that we live in. So what else might be of use? These kinds of questions could also come up around your pageant or public appearances that you might be doing for your pageant when you are approaching the anniversary of your state's induction into statehood. For instance, Arizona recently turned 100 years old. So it was the centennial year. It was in the news everywhere. If a Miss Arizona was not aware of that, it wouldn't necessarily reflect well on her. So it's worth knowing, for instance, in the case of Arizona, that the state became a state in 1912, not that long ago. Some other states have the privilege of being able to talk about them being one of the initial colonies, or have been involved in signing the Declaration of Independence. Know some basic things about your state, the history in your area, and you'll just be better prepared to shine more brightly if and when those kind of comments and questions come up, or the opportunity arises that you can share that kind of information. So, if you haven't had some ice cream and apple pie and gone out and watched your fireworks yet, go have some fun, and then remember to prepare for your pageant interview. You can do a lot of cramming, but if you give yourself time to build the skills and understand the principles, you'll do even better, increase your chances of taking home the crown, and those skills will translate into other areas of your life. So, I'll see you in the next video. Take care.